Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, Ruto knows that many people in this country, at least they believe in religion. And because of that, Ruto has been trying by using any means possible to propel his candidature as the only man of religion on ballot so that he can woo these people who believe in religion to vote for him as the only individual, the man of the Bible. You know, he has been quoting so many Bible verses just to put himself in a position where Christians will see him as one of their own and not this other candidate. Though he has been misquoting the Bible so many times. Maybe God is not happy with Ruto or what. He's quoting verses that does not belong, does not exist in the Bible. The only reason behind this, Ruto wanted to tap into this religious people constituency, you know, and there are many in this country. He needed that constituency. Then he comes in with the hustler narrative. So youth plus the church and some Muslim, you are well and good at State House. Because Ruto knows that, you know, religion in this country is like an opium. Watu wamekuwa addicted to it. But the entry of Wajackoyah has challenged Ruto. And Mutahi Ngunyi is saying that, according to him, the entry of Wajackoyah has become a hostility takeover against William Ruto. Because Wajackoyah is selling the real opium to the people. Remember, Wajackoyah has come with two things. Number one, the marijuana thing. People are buying into it because, according to how he is explaining, it is a quick solution to the problem in this country. Secondly, if you look at Wajackoyah, he is really hustle according to how he's branding himself and how he's addressing the people and how he's associating with the people. And this is what Mutahi Ngunyi tweeted. Let us go through it. According to Karl Marx, religion is the opium of the masses. And this is what Bwana Asifiwe, huyo ni Ruto yani, has been selling. But Wajackoyah is giving the real opium to the masses. This is a hostile takeover against Ruto. Hashtag freedom is coming. Remember, Ruto has been playing this music. Was it yesterday in this event? Freedom is coming. But this same music has been associated with the Wajackoyah. Wajackoyah's main agenda is weed legalization. Freedom coming. You can see the photos there of Wajackoyah and the weed. So, how is Wajackoyah becoming a hostile takeover against Ruto? We want to look into that. But before we go deep into that, just a quick request. You might be watching this channel, but you have not yet subscribed. So my humble request, please consider subscribing so that another time, once we release a video like this one, you will always get notified. Again, to all our channel subscribers and anyone who drop comment, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. Again, I'm requesting you to give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend our videos to more viewers. Back to a discussion. What is an opium? An opium is a highly addictive, non-synthetic narcotic that is extracted from opium plant. That is the example Wajackoyah is using here. So, religion is like an opium. Ruto knows this. People are addicted to a religion. And so he knew that is the constituency he wants to focus on by propelling himself as a Christian. To an extent, Ruto get to a church, sasa wanaanza kumu-advertise in the church. Now he start competing with God. But now the challenge is that Wajackoyah has come with the real opium, selling to the people. And the people are buying into that. Of course, bang is an opium. People will get addicted to it when they use. But now Wajackoyah is coming with marijuana. Other solution, a quick solution to the problem in this country. What is our problem? Money, economy, debts. Hatuwezi lipa madeni ya China. People can't afford food. Sasa wameniambia hata bei ya unga wa mahindi imeshinda bei ya unga ya ngano. Look at that. But Wajackoyah is coming with a solution to this problem. We plant marijuana, extract it, sell it, and repay the debt. We start the snake farming, extract the poison, tumia kutengeneza dawa, sell the snakes to Chinese. Sasa ameongeza ingine anasema, we will start dog rearing, dog farming. So that now we are going to sell these dogs to Chinese and repay their debts. You know, as simple as that, and the public is buying into this. And who is these people who are buying into this? The only people you can convince quickly like that is the youth, because the youth are always looking for a quick solution to their problem. And that solution, the only individual who is offering it, it is Wajackoyah. And because of that, the constituency that Ruto was focusing on to vote for him with the narrative of hustler is buying into Wajackoyah manifesto. So Ruto has been threatened because these people are now changing their mind. If you go and look into this youth constituency, in fact, most of them are now becoming undecided. Just look at this. You have been supporting Ruto, but now you have jumped from supporting Ruto because of what Wajackoyah is planting into the electorate. You go into the undecided. Do I vote for Ruto, Wajackoyah, ama Baba? So Ruto constituency has been invaded, and now they are on undecided. Another good part of that constituency has been convinced and converted because of the solution Wajackoyah is offering. Plant the weed, sell the weed, pay Chinese debts, make everyone have money in the pocket. Ile yenye yeni si wanasemanga pesa mfukoni, now Wajackoyah is coming with the real money in the pocket through the weed. So that constituency has been convinced, and now they have jumped from supporting William Samoei Ruto. Now they are on Wajackoyah's side. So Wajackoyah is a hostile takeover against Ruto. It is true. Wajackoyah has put so many people on undecided side, and Wajackoyah has pulled so many masses into his side. Look at Wajackoyah if he get out to buy just chips, chipo, hapo inje, ama mahindi choma. Wajackoyah will walk in his boot to the chips vendor, and he is going to buy without having that much surrounding of security around him. There's no early preparation before he comes there, unlike William Samoei Ruto, where there will be a prior preparation that he is going to buy maybe mandizi, ama chapo, ama chipo, ama nini ingine, mahindi, from a maize vendor. So there will be an early preparation. But for Wajackoyah, there's nothing like that. He simply walk into a maize vendor or a chipo vendor and buy and eat without many people around him. And he's a presidential candidate who's also a security. Amepewa security. Unajua mtu mmoja akikufa tu kwa hii election among this presidential candidate. There will be no election. It will be postponed maybe for another 3 months. So Wajackoyah ako na security. But he's not moving with that security to those places. Unlike William Samoei Ruto, who moves with the security. So even if you want to make himself look like a hustler by buying from the hustler people, from the mboga, it still portray a rich man reaching out to a poor person. But with Wajackoyah, It is a hustler reaching out to another hustler. So he's associating very well with the hustler. He's a real hustler who is also on ballot. He has associated and assimilated with the hustler. So they look same. They speak same language. Because of that, Ruto is on threat. The hustler narrative is on threat. The hustler constituency of William Ruto is on threat because Wajackoyah is coming in to take over against Ruto. Look at that. So if people are looking for a real hustler to vote for, then Wajackoyah is that person. Look on how Wajackoyah is addressing people, even in his rallies. Very casual. Saa zingine hata ametoa viatu, hana viatu. Ako juu ya gari, miguu tupu. Youth are happy about this. They see a real hustler associating with the hustler. He has promised the boda-boda riders that when I take over power, we are going to plant weed. And you people, you will no longer be on the road with a motorbike. You will be busy doing weed farming. And it will give you much money in your pocket. Na hamutakuwa kwa barabara tena. So in as much Ruto is promising, provide good conducive environment for boda-boda to do their business. Wajackoyah is coming in with a package that is so much convincing to boda-boda men, such that even they will change their kind of business because they will have money in the pocket. So Wajackoyah is more convincing compared to William Samoei Ruto. Ruto will pay some boda-boda riders here and there, give them jacket, and they will be on his convoy. But look on how when Wajackoyah gets to a market center, there's no prior advertisement that Wajackoyah is coming. These boda-boda riders willingly fuel their motorbikes and they get to the road to accompany Wajackoyah. So people are using their own resources. Even look on how they are printing t-shirts. There are some youth who are doing this. Wajackoyah has not paid them. But because there is agitation for Wajackoyah, people want to associate with Wajackoyah. They want to wear those t-shirts. Someone just printed and people are wearing those t-shirts. They are buying. By the way, they are expensive. I mean, 500 to 1,000 shillings. But people are buying in big numbers. And most of the customers who are buying this, they are young ladies. You can trust the female constituents. Wacha niseme wamama ama wasichana. Let me just say the female constituents. If they promise you that they will vote for you, trust them. They can. But for men, sisi tukikwambia tutakupigia kura, wewe fikiria mara, because we can easily change our mind. This is the constituency that is buying Wajackoyah t-shirts. This is the constituency that is buying Wajackoyah merchandise. Those caps, the t-shirt, the materials that is associating with Wajackoyah. So look at that. This is a total takeover. Instead of paying people to support you like the culture of Kenya politics has been, it is now the people who are now ready to help Wajackoyah sell his manifesto and agenda. People are ready for Wajackoyah. They are ready even to use their resources. Unlike the person who wanted to propel himself as a Christian and as a hustler. I don't know what to think about this, but that's my view. Otherwise, thank you so much for listening to me up to this far. May good God bless you and see you in our next video. But please let us meet in the comment section to have a continuation of this conversation.